Hello, 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 my lovelies. It is I, the guide to Midsummer Scream that is the OGGM. It is a disgustingly hazy, muggy Monday afternoon here at Site B as we are out walking, running errands. It's Monday, so we look at the tabletop role-playing game news and nonsense. And a story that seems to be sort of flittering through our filters is relations to a lot of people posting videos about intellectual properties or IP. So the past couple of days we've seen a lot of videos come up from different sources in regards to our hobby and intellectual properties or IPs. You'll hear that word come up. I use that word a lot, all the time. I use that word all the time. And sometimes I forget maybe people don't know what that word means. And why are people talking about it? So let's answer those two questions first. Question number one, what is an IP or intellectual property? And how does that relate to gaming? Well, in the broad sense, basically, an intellectual property is somebody else's shit that is iconically recognized as being associated with that person and their shit. Perfect example of an IP, Star Wars. Star Wars and Star Wars branding, and who can and cannot use the Star Wars brand. Perfect example of an intellectual property. McDonald's has got Star Wars collector glasses out. Is that okay? Yes, it is. Can I make a Star Wars collector glass? No, you cannot. But, and we'll get to that maybe if we have time. So, when I refer to IP or intellectual property, basically it's something that's owned by somebody else and whether you can mess around with it or not. And we're gonna use Star Wars because everybody fucking knows Star Wars, right? Or knows somebody who knows Star Wars. I've never met anybody who has not at least heard of it. So if you don't know what Star Wars is, let me know. I'll send you a link. All right. Second, why are people talking about it now? I don't know. Actually, there's no real reason for it unless they are dipping their toes into industry news and wondering whether that industry news will affect tabletop role-playing, or they're just mad about the strike and they need to lash out. Oh, those actors. And you know, all the people who are complaining about the actors being on strike now are the exact same people who are going to complain about how crappy television is in a year. So, yeah. All right. What people are probably talking about is either A, this whole artificial intelligence art writing thing and how it's going to affect our industry, our hobby going forward, you know, and the changes that Paizo and Wizards of the Coast and Drive-Thru are making in regards to AI and intellectual property. Or they're wondering if, because of the strike, does it affect an intellectual property if nobody's writing for that property anymore? Can they? Or they are in the middle of the industry pool and know that a lot of those contracts are coming up at the end of this year. The contractor's coming up at the beginning of 2024. Yes. Due to the magic of copyrights and intellectual properties and other stuff I could try and explain, but it would take too much time. A lot of those contracts are coming up in 2024. Most notably, Mickey Mouse. In 2024, Disney loses the rights to the image Mickey Mouse, which means there will be a small amount of time where you could make Mickey Mouse related product and not get into any trouble. Or, more recently, Justin Lanasa just lost the rights to Starship, to TSR, to Dungeon Crawl, and to Star Frontiers, which means until somebody else buys them up, you could make product using the Star Frontiers name and not get into trouble. So one of those three things is what people are concerned about and why they're talking about it. So you've seen a lot of videos in the last couple days. IP in games. Can you run an IP? Can you do the IP credit? Should you run an IP? What the fuck is an IP? Why are we talking about this? Well, hopefully I've answered the two questions. I will go more in depth into this if you guys want in another video, but this is just firstly just to explain to you what people mean when they say IP, and perfect example, Star Wars. Star Wars is an intellectual property. And second, why are people concerned about it? And they're probably concerned about it either because of the advent of artificial intelligence art and artificial intelligence writing, and the changes that many of the major corporations in our industry are making in regards to artificial arts, which is basically you cannot use artificial arts, but we can for our product. That's basically what Hasbro has said, Drive-Thru has said, and Paizo has said in regards to AR art and AI writing. Mind you, Hasbro is hiring people to do just the thing that they said they don't want people doing. Well, that's a separate topic. Or people are going, well, I know that this IP is soon going to be available in public domain until the company reclaims the rights. Can I do shit with it? Or they're asking, can I do shit with an IP and not get in trouble? And that is an entirely separate topic, which we will address if you want. But the general answer is no. No, you can't. Cannot make a Fast and the Furious role-playing game without getting into some type of trouble. But there is a little wiggle room. Anyways, if that's a topic you want to talk about, let me know. If you never want to hear me talk about intellectual property ever again, let me know. Till next time, I'm the OG GM on this hazy day. I hate muggy. I know you guys hear me say it 1,000 times, but I hate weather. And of all the weathers I hate, this is the weather I hate the most. I hate humidity. I hate muggy. I hate fog. Pick a lane. Pick a lane, weather. Because it just makes my head and my allergies feel like crap. You don't care. Talk to you later. Stay safe.